Sarah Hall. Hi, my name is Sarah Hall and welcome to my studio. I'm the youngest daughter of Vince and Betty Copeland. I have an older brother who just turned 35 and an older sister who's going to turn 30 in March. I have 3 nephews. Vincent's the oldest, he's 16. William is the middle, he's 14, and Eric's the youngest at 13. I've been married to my husband for 3 years in March. We met in high school. We were in English class together, and we were reading this book, Mice of Men, and the teacher gave us an assignment to do together. And we had got an assignment to do, and the teacher said we can pick whoever we wanted to be with our partner. And I looked down for 5 seconds and looked back up, and Stephen was sitting on my desk and said, "You're going to be my partner." So we ended up doing the project together, and he didn't do very much work on it. I did the majority of it. We got like a B or B minus on the project or something like that. But after the project was over, he asked me if I wanted to date him, and I said, sure, why not? And then we continued dating after we graduated from high school. We then moved to Rockford, Illinois, where he was worked at Trade Home Shoes as a shoe salesman, and I worked at Joann Fabrics, which was awesome for me because I got fabric for half off, and that was real nice. We stayed there for about 1.5 years and then moved to Greeley, Colorado, where Stephen worked as a maintenance man at a garden nursery. I worked at Plato's Closet in Northern Colorado Dance Fusion, and I just loved being a dance teacher. It was so much fun. I enjoyed working with my boss also. We stayed there for about 1 year, and then we got homesick, and we were about 12 hours away from Iowa. So we moved back to Iowa about February 2011. Me and Stephen got married in March 2011, and then I started working at Stats in May of 2011. Stats does ribbons and banners for the state fairs in the United States, and they also do plaques, trophies, embroidery, and screen print. I run the embroidery machine, which I do embroidery on hats, bags, vests, any kind of clothing that you can think of that gets embroidered on, I do embroidery on it. I also am the Notre Dame dance team coach. I just started this year, and I love all my girls. We have such a good time at practice. We giggle and laugh and make jokes, but we still get our work done. We got the pom-pom routine done, and we are working on the hip-hop routine and only have 30 seconds left of that, and then we'll be done with that. They go to state in December, so we're working towards that. They'll be practicing on their routines, and then at the beginning of December they'll go to state. A little bit of my sewing background. I started sewing my 6th grade year with the basic home economics class. The first part was foods, and the second part was sewing. We did the purse, the pillow, and the pajama pants and top. I still have my pillow and purse, but I got rid of those pajama pants and top because I thought they were ugly as sin, so those are gone. High school, my 9th grade year, this was my first project that I did. Miss Logan helped me with it a lot. I seen it on the cover of a Cosmopolitan magazine. Hilary Duff was wearing a checkered shirt like this, and it had a drop neck line to it. So we took out the drop neck and put a piece of lace in the top because Miss Logan said I didn't need to show my boobies like that. And we also made the back completely out. I did the tie up top, a tie in bottom, and this in the way bottom just to give it a different feature. And I wore it quite a bit until I grew out of it, and now it's too small for me, but I still have it because I love it so much, and it was my first project that I actually did. I continued taking sewing classes. I took a 1-block sewing class my sophomore and junior year, and then my senior year of high school I was in 2 2-block sewing classes, plus I was the teacher's assistant. So I helped Miss Logan out with anything that she needed help with, plus I helped the children in the class with all their work that they needed help with, just to have her workload a little bit less for her. After high school, I didn't do much sewing because I didn't think that I could do it on my own. Since I had so much of help from Mrs. Logan, I'd always ask her what goes next, what goes after this, what goes next, and she'd tell me what to do, and I didn't really have to do it on my own. But Once we moved to Rockford, I decided I would try to do it on my own and see if I could sew something on my own. So this is the first dress that I sewed on my own, which it's not the greatest looking dress, but I did it all by myself for the first time, and I thought it came out decently. It came out what I would hope for it to look like, at least. And really, I didn't do much sewing for other people, or for myself even, because I was just starting to learn how to do it a little bit more. But once we moved back to Iowa, I started making stuff for the dance school. I started sewing wedding dresses and altering them, and sewing flower girl dresses and bridesmaids dresses, and I've made all of my clothes, and I have grown so much since going to Rockford and not knowing what I was doing. Now I think I know what I'm doing. Where I see myself in 5 years, I'd like to have a bigger business with employees and internet sales as well. I do like my small business out of my home, but I think I have so much more room to grow with my business, and I see myself accomplishing that in the next 5 years. I also see myself starting my family as well. I put it off during college and high school because I didn't think that was the right time to have children, because I was trying to chase after my dreams, and I didn't think that would be fair if I had children to make them chase after my dreams with me. But I think that now that my dreams are starting to come true, I can start my family. The reason why I need Project Runway, I can't really tell you why I need Project Runway. It's more of a let me show you why I need Project Runway. The reason why I need Project Runway is because there's not really much here in Iowa. The fashion in Burlington, there is none. It's all hillbilly wear is what I call it. I have much more of a fashion sense than anyone in Burlington, Iowa. Burlington has absolutely nothing for me, and that's why I need Project Runway, so I can get out of here and experience the fashion capital of America, New York City.